Hello, everyone. I wanted to get started on some videos about Don Marquis' Why Abortion is Immoral. I think, one of the valuable things he does in the very beginning is he tells you exactly what he wants to prove at the end of the first paragraph. This essay sets out an argument that purports to show, as well as any argument in ethics can show, that abortion is, except possibly in rare cases, seriously immoral, that it is in the same moral category as killing an innocent adult human being. So, not a simple statement, but I think a valuable one, qualified. Uh, there are rare cases that are exceptions, but he wants to say that, generally speaking, abortion is immoral and that it is in the same moral category as killing an innocent adult human being. So that's what he has to prove. And as a reader of this, what you eventually have to do after you've understood his argument for that conclusion is to evaluate it. That is, does he actually prove that abortion is, with rare exceptions, morally equivalent to killing an innocent adult human being? It's another preliminary here as he gets started. We see that he has something in common with Judith Jarvis Thompson, and that is that he doesn't want to argue about the personhood of the fetus. And that is explained here in section 1. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, sort of explaining why he thinks that the usual debate about the morality of abortion kind of goes nowhere. And the way that both pro-choice and anti-abortion arguments generally fail, because they take this approach that what's at stake, or what the determining factor is the personhood or humanity of the fetus. And why do they fail? Well, he explains it very well, but basically that anti-abortion arguments, when they argue for the humanity of the fetus, tend to be their definition of what is human tends to be too wide. So that when you say it's wrong to take a human life, that's too broad. As he says, that might make the embarrassing mistake of including things like cancer cells and something, which are, part of human life. But we don't think it's wrong to kill those. But on the other side, he thinks that the pro-choice arguments define humanity too narrowly. For instance, one may say, say that we took a strictly Kantian view, as some people did, and said that, Kant's second categorical imperative protects persons, but fetuses aren't persons because they're not rational, which is certainly true. But there are other human lives that might not qualify as rational either. For instance, infants. For instance, people in permanent vegetative states are people with severe dementia. Does that mean that we can kill them morally? I think that Marquis would say, well, that's we don't think that. So whatever our definition of what is human, or what is a person, or what is protected life, we'd certainly want to include infants. We would certainly want to include people with dementia. But so the pro-choice argument about what constitutes a person or what constitutes a human being is too narrow. So just at the beginning, I think wants to dismiss this way of approaching the matter as a way of clearing the air for his own approach, which will be entirely different. Well, not entirely different, will be significantly different. Um, I don't know where to get to it, but that's what we'll do in the next video.